Welcome back to the Sub 220 Marathon Project video series leading into the Osaka Marathon. This is episode 10, the final week of training, taper week, including the travel to Japan, the final workout, the technical meeting at the Osaka Marathon, and the fueling plan. Before I transition over the video, I want to say a huge thank you to the 4 sponsors of this video series very quickly. The main sponsor of this video series is Soar Running, based out of the UK, my go-to training and racing apparel brand. I'm a huge fan of Soar from about 2 years ago now, and we've recently released the Sweat Elite Soar Racing Vest that has sold out in almost all sizes already. We only have a handful left in men's and women's, but we will be doing another run of the Sweat Elite training vest very soon, so stay tuned at the Soar Running website to stay up to date with everything Soar Running apparel. And you can score a discount by using the code Sweat Elite Podcast at the link in the description. You'll find the link to the Soar Running apparel website as well. A huge thank you to Top 4 Running, who have been supplying me with all of my training and racing shoes leading into the Osaka Marathon. Top 4 Running stock all the top brands, the latest models at the lowest prices. If you're in need of some new trainers or races, I highly recommend checking out Top 4 Running and using the code Sweat Elite at checkout to score a discount, and it's likely to be the cheapest price you can find online. The third sponsor of this video series is Precision Fuel and Hydration that I've been using as our fueling partner leading into the Osaka Marathon. I've been finding huge success in training and racing by using their gels, carb mix, and carb chews. You can score a discount by using the code in the description of this video at Precision Fuel and Hydration. So a huge thank you to Precision Fuel and Hydration. And finally, Pillar Performance, who have been supplying me with the triple magnesium powder that's been really helping my sleep during this training block, especially as I've been traveling around and changing time zones. It's been super helpful to stay calm and relaxed before bed, and I highly recommend giving it a try. Almost everyone that I know that has tried the triple magnesium powder has seen an improvement in their sleep, so do check it out. And also the Ultra Active B vitamin that I've been using after breakfast has helped as well. So a huge thank you to Pillar Performance for sponsoring this video series. You can find out more in the link in the description of this video. Welcome to the Japanese apartment. Welcome to Tokyo. We are 4 days out from Osaka Marathon. Came to Tokyo on Monday night, now Wednesday midday. And yeah, so we've got 4 days until Osaka Marathon. We came to Tokyo first for a couple of reasons to do with work. But before I talk to you about the last workout and the taper week, I want to quickly show you the apartment. Here's our setup. I think the funniest thing is the bathroom, where we have the very high-tech toilet and shower happening, which I'm still trying to work out exactly how it all works, but I think one of the funniest things about Japan are the toilets. And so I still haven't quite worked out how to use this thing, but I do know that there's about 20 different options to use the toilet here. You can get some solid spray. I don't know what these are, but that definitely is an arse. So is that, but yes, it looks like you can put the power up and down, maybe the temp up and down, and yeah, that's definitely warm. So I'm still working on that. And the shower is similar. I went to have a shower the other day and couldn't work it out, and had the shower talk to me. Yeah, I think it just said something like it's ready, but yeah, we're still not exactly sure how to work these things, but we can get them going to the basic level, which is the most important thing. But yes, this is Japan, and we are about to head out for the last hard workout. Well, the last workout is not actually super hard, and it's taper week. So everyone likes to know what people do in taper week, and I think I've said in a previous video that I don't like to taper too much. This week will probably be not too much dissimilar mileage to the last few weeks, maybe slightly less. Ran 10 miles yesterday, jogged this morning super early, just due to some time differences between Reem behind the camera's work schedule and mine. And now I'm going to go out for the last workout, 4 days before. So the last workout, 10K with 1K on 1K float, then 5 by 1 minute. So basically I'll start again. Basically it's 5 by 1K on 1K float, which is 10K total. Then I'll take a short break. That's a continuous 10K run. And then 5 by 1 minute on, 1 minute off. Paces. Now, people have probably noticed during this series, especially if you've been listening to the podcast, that I've had a different approach to how I look at paces and racing and training lately, and I think that this works very well for me. I don't know if it will work for you, and I don't know if it's right or correct or the best way to go about things, but I'm noticing that it works for me, and it's that I don't get too strict about paces. So my 1K on 1K floats today will be about 90%, 70%. 90% for the ons, 70% for the offs. What pace that is doesn't matter. The 1 minute on, 1 minute off is again about 90% for the ons, and then the offs will just be walk. And that brings me to the race and the race plan. And I've decided last night, after a lot of thought and talking to some friends, that I'm going to do something a bit controversial on race day. I'm going to go in with no plan. Well, no pace plan. Let's put it that way. I do have a plan. It would be crazy to go into a marathon literally with no plan. But my priorities are not to run at a certain pace. I think on a perfect day I can run 2:16, 2:17, but I'm not going to run at that pace. What I'm going to do is, my priorities are, early on, find a good pack of people to run with, because I know that my rated perceived exertion, my RPE, is easier when I'm running with people. Everyone's is, I think, or most people's. And I also want to be running at marathon effort. And to me, marathon effort means, for the first hour and a half, about 75 to 80% effort. At any one point in time, if you ask me, what's your percentage of effort right now? I would say 75 to 80, no more than 80. And so I want to continuously check in with myself to make sure I'm not more than that. Now, that might be really foreign to some people that have never worked with effort, but I've worked with effort a lot over this last build. Randomly, I don't have an answer as to why I do and why I came across it, but it seems to be working for me. And the other day in the 3x5K, I ran that to 75-80% effort, and the marathon effort was 3:10, 3:12, 3:09, 3:08 pace, which is 2:14 marathon pace. Now, it left me wondering, what can I run? Let's see. But I think going out and running at a really specific pace and analysing it with every split, I don't like doing that. I've done it most of my life, and I don't really want to do it anymore. So I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to try this method, see what happens. I don't really care if the split's 67 high or 70 high, or it's going to be somewhere in there. I know that because I know my effort's in there. I'm going to guess and say it's most likely going to be 68.5 to 69.5, but it could be anywhere in between, and it doesn't matter what it is to me. I'm not going to really judge it. In fact, I might not even look at it. Give me some heat in the comments. Feel free. Give me some flack. I deserve it because this is controversial, but I'm just going to see what happens. I mean, I've got nothing to lose. I haven't run overly well in my last few marathons. I haven't run overly well for 15 months, in my opinion, so time to try something new. I'm aware that there was some bad luck in some previous marathons with injuries and cramps, but the forecast looks good, so I'm just going to go out there and see what happens, and just go in with a really open mind and race it, have fun, enjoy it, and try and come top 50, see what happens. But let's go to this last workout.
Is this your new headquarters?
Like that place up there. We're in a sort of like a north east of Tokyo, about 20 minutes. But yeah, it's a beautiful place. In fact, where we're running is, I think, from what I've been told by a Japanese friend, the best place in Tokyo to train, because it's a canal that just runs straight through the side of Tokyo, and it's just got this path all the way along, because it's pretty difficult to find places to run in Tokyo. So yeah, it's about 3/4 of a mile this way, so we'll warm up there. Wow, we have absolutely perfect weather. I mean, I hope it's like this on Sunday. Absolutely no wind, which is nice. So I guess this is, people probably want to know, like, what's the pace? I said it inside, right? It's like, I don't have one. Just 90%, 70%, 90%, 70%. I guess 3 minutes, 3:25. But it could be within 5 seconds of that, we'll see. And then the 1 minute efforts, I'll just go 1 minute fast, and then 1 minute walk. They'll be 90%, so 2:45, 2:50. Because obviously 90% effort of 1 minute is faster than 90% effort of 1K. Basic maths. Alright, we'll get started in a sec. Last one.
Let's go.
Nice. Pretty much did that perfectly. I mean, again, didn't really look at the pace that much. How do I get the splits up on this thing? 3:20, 3:04, 3:21, 3:05, 3:20, 3:04, 3:24. I had to do a weird U-turn there though, I lost about 5 seconds. 3:02, 3:16, 31, 31:59, 10K.
How you feel?
Yeah, it's good, perfect effort. 90, 70, 90, 70. Yeah, definitely felt I could have done 10 more, like the same again. That's what I really wanted to be able to feel. And then yeah, gonna get into some 1 minute efforts. Now I think I'll do 5 as planned. I'll just jog a little bit more first. Just feel like doing another K jog. But yeah, feeling good. I mean, I definitely feel like I travelled long 2 days ago. I feel actually very similar to what I did in Seville half. When I had a super long journey, 36 hours, and then raced 48 hours later. This is essentially the same thing. I landed on Monday morning, and now I'm training on Wednesday, and I feel like the fitness is great, but just pretty beat up from the travel. So I've still got 4 days though, so I've got 100 hours to sleep more and recover more, and yeah, I think I'm right on track. I did that exact same 10K effort before I ran 2:20. I think it was 5 days before, and it was in Boulder, so it was at altitude, but I was very much used to the altitude at that point. I'd been living there for like 6 months, so the altitude didn't affect me too much. But I think I did it in like 32, 30. So pretty similar. Same effort, so yeah. Alright, I'm going to jog 1K and then do 5 by 1 minute. 1 minute on, 1 minute off with no set pace in mind, and then jog home.
Hey there, Matt. What's going on?
I am filling up my bottles for the race. Yes, for the race happening tomorrow. So, yeah, doing a little thing with precision fuel and hydration, just to show what my fuel plan is more or less. And it hasn't really changed too much to what I've shared before. So yeah, lucky enough, similar to Berlin, lucky enough to have the elite start, which means I have table available to me every 5K, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So I've got seven drinks here because I'm not going to use the 40 table. I just think it's so late in the race that, you know, you're just hurling for home at that point. But yes, so I've got these 4 bottles. So I've almost finished putting the carb mix in. 5K, 15, 25, 35. And in these is a very high, very strong dose of the carb mix. So this is 60 grams of carbs per litre. These are 500 mils. 30 grams for 500 mils, but I'm doing 1.5 times the strength because I've tested this in training and it's not too sweet and it's totally fine. So about 40 grams, 45 grams of carbs, because I haven't filled the whole bottle up. I filled about 400 mils, so it's about 40 grams of carbs per bottle. These gels are 30 grams, and this with a packet of water. I couldn't find any bottles in Japan that were similar to this, so I've actually used these in a Japanese race before. These packets, they're really, really convenient actually. You just screw the lid off and squirt it in your mouth just like that, just a packet of water. Strap this to this, and these will be at 10, 20, 30. So basically I'm taking in 45 grams of carbs and then 30 grams of carbs, 45, 30. And if you do the math, my tables are every 5K, which is roughly every 16 minutes for me, 16 and a half. I think 2:19 finish time would be 16 and a half minutes. So if the table's every 16 and a half minutes, you're roughly hitting almost 3 tables per hour. You're hitting more than 3 tables per hour. You're hitting 3 tables in, 50 minutes roughly. And I'm having 45, 30, 45, which is 100 grams or more available to me. I probably won't drink the whole bottle because, you don't tend to drink the whole thing at once. You tend to just sort of spray in your mouth and maybe drink 3/4 of it and throw it away. Sometimes it's a case where you drink quite a bit of it, you feel like you've had enough. Someone running near you might say, can I have some of that? And if I'm done, I'll give it to them. It's happened a few times. And especially if the other person's missed their bottle, that happens sometimes because we're running past these tables pretty fast at 3:15 to 3:20 per K. And sometimes you just miss the bottle for whatever reason. Someone might get in your way. You might fumble the bottle. That's happened to me once. And so often you're running in a pack, and sometimes it's a bit risky because you don't know what the other person has in their bottle. But sometimes you might share bottles. I mean, it's a risky play because they might have something, some proprietary blend stuff. But normally it's Morton or something, Gatorade or something similar. So I'll normally ask them, but hopefully that doesn't happen, and I'm able to take in 40 grams, 30 to 40 grams, and then 30 grams every 16 minutes, which is about 80 to 100 grams of carbs per hour. I mean, if I took in absolutely everything I've got out there, it's a bit more than that, but you don't take in, when you suck on these gels, you don't take in every gram of this. You take in probably 75 to 80% of it, so you got to keep that in mind. So gonna finish off doing this and then submit them to the race. Normally you submit the drinks the day before, about now, so it's 1:30, but for whatever reason Osaka Marathon have the submission in the morning at about 6 to 6:30. The race starts at 9:15, so I'm going to go to the elite hotel. I'm not in the elite hotel. I have an elite start, but only a very small amount of people are in the elite hotel. I'm going to go there at 6 o'clock in the morning and submit the bottles. So getting close. Pre-race meal, same as always. I'm just going to have some bread and a banana in the morning. One of the carb chews half an hour before roughly, and I'll be sipping on. I'll buy another bottle just with a normal top because I'll just be sipping on that. I don't need it in the race. I'll put some of this drink in there and just make sure the carb stores are high, and then it's time to go. And then it's just about hoping everything goes to plan. But the weather forecast is really good. It's perfect for me. 3 to 4 degrees Celsius, about 40 Fahrenheit to start with. Everything's gone to plan. So much of it's down to luck still on the day. As people might know if they've watched some of my videos before, I cramp in a lot of marathons. I think I've done enough to, I think the cramping boils down to general lack of strength. 90% of it does boil down to that, in my opinion. There's lots of research online indicating that there's lots of reasons for cramping. Some people think it's lack of sodium, magnesium, but the majority of stuff you read out there is just you need to do more running, more long runs. And I've done, I think, 6 runs over 35k, over 22 miles in the last 10 weeks. So I think I'll be okay. And I know my fitness is good enough for well under 220. It's just whether or not the muscles can take it. So wish me luck. And I'll be giving it my best, that's for sure. And hopefully we see a time under 220. But I think I've already said I do have a rule that if you run a PB of any sort under 220.46, for me that would be, you can't be disappointed. But we'll see how we go. Yeah, exactly. But no, thanks so much for watching so far. Hopefully my next video is a reflection of a sub 220. to me, it's a very important race. Obviously, it's something that I've trained really hard for, and I've shared everything online about the build-up. But it's just another step towards improving as a marathon runner. And I tentatively do have plans to do London Marathon. I have the entry and the start, so that's in 8 weeks. Just gonna. I don't really feel pressure, honestly. I used to feel a lot of pressure. I just think these days it's more about turning up, hoping the luck falls your way, hoping the marathon gods are with you, and if it doesn't work out, just try and reflect and learn and move on to the next one, and hopefully it goes better. But I think I have had quite a bit of bad luck in the last few marathons, so hopefully the luck turns this time.
Let's find out.
Yeah. Loop around. Yeah.
感謝をいたします。
We are grateful for participate on many runners, include those invited from overseas.
大阪マラソンは WA のゴールドラベルを取得しております。そして日本のマラソンではジャパンマラソンチャンピオン
シロまで同じペースですけどもペース引っ張ってもらいますペース4太田選手です。はい。
You can never really. The main ones are underpass ones.
Hey, how come this guy can get away with his logo? So Matt, that was the first time I've attended one of those.
Yeah, they're very exciting, aren't they? Very thrilling.
Very informational.
I mean, one could argue that you could probably put that in an email, but it's nice to meet the other runners, and it's good to see Lisa Waitman. She seems like she's ready to go. So she's the third fastest Australian female, 2:24 in Berlin, so she might go faster than that. But yeah, all is good. Heading back now. What is it? 4:30, and just finishing editing some videos, and then try to get to bed by 10. Oh yeah, got to finish the drinks, got to put the stickers on the drinks, and then wake up at 5 to head to the start area. So,
What's very different about this race is that the bottles are in the morning instead of...
yes, that's the only difference, really. We got to submit the bottles early in the morning, but hopefully we'll be able to show video footage of that tomorrow morning. We'll see. So, yeah.